This video will demonstrate how to program the settings on your Leviton Decora occupancy and vacancy motion sensor light switches for model numbers DOS02, DVS02, DOS05, DVS05, DOS15, or DVS15. Before we get started, let's get familiar with your sensor while in normal operation. The red indicator light will flash anytime motion is detected. The green indicator light is the locator light that illuminates when the light or load it controls is off. The lower part of the device is the manual on-off control. Press anywhere on the pushpad to turn the sensor on or off. Decora motion sensors offer three programmable settings: timer, sensitivity, and ambient light. Decora motion sensors are easy to program by simply pressing the sensor's pushpad. No tools are required, and there is no need to remove the faceplate or wall plate. In most applications, the default settings on the sensor should be appropriate. If you would like to change a setting, you have the option to change an individual setting or all the settings at once when in programming mode. Keep in mind, once you've entered the programming mode, the device will automatically time out if there is no activity within 30 seconds and changes will not be saved. Here is a quick overview of the settings. Let's begin with the timer setting. The timer setting adjusts the duration of time the light, or load, remains on after motion was last detected. The timer sensor options are based on the sensor location and application. For example, in a walk-in closet, you may want the light to go off 1 minute after the space is vacated. But in a laundry area, you may wish to leave it on the default setting of 10 minutes, giving you plenty of time to safely exit the space with your basket of laundry before the light switches off. There are 4 timer setting options to select from: 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, which is the default setting, and 20 minutes. The sensitivity setting is used to adjust the device's sensitivity to motion. It can be set from a larger to a smaller detection range. For example, if you are using a sensor in an area with multiple entrances, you may want to adjust the sensitivity to a smaller, less significant detection area to avoid false triggers as you pass the various entrances. There are 3 sensitivity options to select from: low, which is the 50% range; medium, which is the default; and high, which gives you the maximum coverage area. The ambient light setting is used to adjust the device's sensitivity to the natural light in a room so the sensor will not turn lights on if there is ample natural light in the space. For example, if the room is brighter than the settings selected, the light will not turn on since additional light is not needed. The setting is only available in occupancy sensor models DO502, DO505, and DOS15. Vacancy sensor models DVS02, DVS05, and DVS15 do not offer this option. This setting is only available in occupancy sensor models. Vacancy sensor models do not offer this option. There are 4 ambient light options: low light level, medium light level, which is the default, high brightest light level, or disable the ambient light setting, which results in the light turning on for all light levels. Before we get started on how to program the sensors, it's important to explain the series of red and green blinking lights that you will see while in the programming mode. The lights will blink in a sequence of red to green to indicate the setting and setting option you are currently in. The red blinking light indicates the setting mode. The number of times the red light blinks indicates the setting number you are in. 1 blink is the timer setting, 2 blinks is the sensitivity setting, and 3 blinks is the ambient light setting. The green blinking light indicates the setting option. The number of times the green light blinks indicates the setting option number you are in, which would be settings 1 through 4. Pressing the top of the pushpad will advance to the next setting. Pressing the bottom of the pushpad will advance to the next setting option. Now, Let's get started by entering the programming mode. Press the push pad to manually turn the light on. The green LED will be off. Next, press the top and bottom of the push pad at the same time for 5 seconds. The green LED light will turn on for 5 seconds. You'll know you're in programming mode when you see the red LED blink once and the green LED blink 3 times. This indicates that you are currently in the timer setting. Option number 3, 10 minutes, which is the default setting. The LED lights will continue alternating between red and green blinking in this pattern until you change either the setting or the setting option. To change the setting, press the top of the push pad. This will advance to the next setting. Continue to press the top of the push pad until you arrive at the setting you would like to change. As you press it, it toggles through the 3 settings and then repeats. As you can see, we are back to setting 1, the timer setting. Keep in mind, the red light will blink the number of times according to the setting number you are in. This is followed by the green light to indicate the setting option. To change the setting option, press the bottom of the push pad to advance to the next option. Continue pressing the bottom of the push pad until you arrive at the setting option you desire. Keep in mind, the red light will always blink first to indicate the setting. Then the green light will blink the number of times to indicate the setting option number you are in. To save and exit the programming mode, press and hold either the top or bottom of the push pad for 5 seconds. The green light will turn on solid for 5 seconds, indicating you have saved your settings and exited the programming mode. Now let's put it all together and demonstrate an example of how to adjust the time on the sensor to 5 minutes. Press the push pad to manually turn the light on. Press the top and bottom of the push pad for 5 seconds to enter the programming mode. The green LED light will turn on for 5 seconds. Then the red light will blink once to indicate you are in the timer setting. And the green light will be flashing 3 times, indicating you are in option 3, which is 10 minutes. Press the bottom of the push pad 3 times. The red light will continue flashing 1 time, and the green light will flash 2 times to indicate you are in option 2, which is 5 minutes. To save this setting, press either the top or bottom of the push pad for 5 seconds until the green light is solid. The new setting is now activated. The Decora motion sensor also features 2 temporary modes, test mode and temporary bypass mode. When the sensor is placed into test mode, it will turn on the light for 5 seconds every time motion is detected. The most common application for using this mode is to test the sensor after installation for field of view coverage in areas with multiple entry points, allowing you to adjust the sensitivity in the coverage area. To enable test mode, press and hold the top of the push pad for 5 seconds. The red light will blink once every 2 seconds when in test mode. Note that the locator LED function is disabled while the motion detection function is active. Walk around until the light turns on. In test mode, the light will stay on for 5 seconds. Wait for the light to turn off, then continue to walk around each area you want coverage to ensure the light is turning on. Adjust the sensitivity higher or lower based on your test. To exit test mode, press the top or bottom of the push pad, or it will automatically time out after 2 minutes. Temporary bypass mode ignores motion, thereby preventing detection and keeping the light or load off. The most common application for this is when you want a room to remain dark even if there is motion, such as when watching a movie. This setting is only available on occupancy sensor models. To activate temporary bypass mode, press and hold the bottom of the push pad for 5 seconds. The green light will double flash every 2 seconds while in bypass mode. To exit temporary bypass mode, press the top or bottom of the push pad. Now that you know how to change settings and set the different modes of operation, you're ready to start enjoying the convenience of your new sensor.